It's my second time here at NorthSec, so I really love it. Thank you for having me here. I'm 27. I'm from Argentina. I don't know if you cannot see the slides over there. But believe me that I'm from Argentina. I'm from Argentina, I'm 27. Okay, let's talk. I speak in some conference, I do some medical hacking stuff, and also I work as application security in an insurance company from Argentina. And that one is my Twitter or GitHub or LinkedIn if you have any question after this one. I think we have time for those, but it's the first time that I'm presenting this talk, and I didn't practice this one, so I'm not sure. And as a fun fact, I love sneakers, and also I have my sewing machine. I make some clothes too, so it's like the other part besides the cybersecurity. What we're going to see today, a little introduction, some hacking tales, the essential stuff that I use in my everyday, the different type of disclosures, the impact that generates in the companies and the people, and the ending. And if you were wondering about the name of the talk, yeah, it is. So, the disclaimer. The idea for the talk is show what I do and what some friends do too. It's not like you should do this or you should do that, because if you don't do this, it's bad or something like that. I mean, there is not just one reality for what we do here. So, just that. Don't be personal with the stuff. The introduction, what is an ethical hacking word? There's a multiple definition, but most of them are talking about between something good and bad, or try to don't get money or something about it when you are doing that stuff, or you have the permission or not. There's a multiple definition. That when talking to you, there's not just one word and that's the reality and that's it. So it could be whatever you want in certain points. Okay, details. The last year I came here for show you the insert coin hacking arcade for fun. But when I came here, I just had the meeting in Colombia with the CTO of the company. And the guy say, well, basically it was more than 2,000 installation, more in 70 countries. You can get access to all the customers. You can get information about all the different customers. You can charge some money into your account. You can get access and emulate all the cars. And you can earn some price multiple times. And there's a whole talk on the NorthSec page also, but that one is the case if you have any question. When I came here, I told you I sent many emails, never replied to me. I had an in-person meeting in Colombia after Besides Colombia, and they say, okay, let's work together, let's fix the stuff, we're gonna pay you some stuff. Perfect. But I sent the report some weeks after this one, and they never replied to me. And I sent it, and they never get any word from them. But that shit happens always, so that's fine. I continue presenting the talk in different countries because they have a lot of customers in those countries. I present the talk in more than 15, 16 countries. So in September, they start to fix some stuff, but they never reply to me. That's nice because yeah, at least the customers are safe, or kind of safe right now. When I was writing this talk, I came back to the webpage of them, and I saw that they have a new service, a contactless payment system, because it wasn't enough with the other stuff. So I say, okay, let's see what's going on to this page. I don't want to hack them because I don't want to have some more problems with them. The first stuff I saw was that one. They were using an old certificate for HTTPS, and I continued doing some scanning over the website, and I found they have the .git public too exposed over there. So I dump it, and they have a lot of tokens, secret key, private certificates over there. So it was almost the same shit over there. But also, they say, okay, it's getting more benefits if you use this and that because you cannot get deaf by your employees and the stuff. So they don't talk in any point about security, so they are right at certain points, so that's nice. The other tale is about the supermarket chains. It was a random Sunday in my city, in Rio Cuarto. I was sitting in my ergonomic chair. And I say, okay, I just went to the supermarket to get some groceries and that. Let's see what is in the customer portals. You can create your account, and they give you a card, and with your name and some random code. But the tarjeta, the card, was an idol over there. What's an idol? I don't explain it, but it's just when you can basically repeat the same idea, changing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 63, 64, 69. And then when you can get all the customers, but you just get the cards and the numbers, maybe you can use some benefits and that. But it's not so interesting stuff that you can do with the data. So I say, okay, I need more shit to try to dig in a little bit more. I came back to the website, and I found they have the wrong queue exposed. It was safe. It had user password. It didn't have any vulnerability public. But they have the logs exposed, the error logs. So I get it. I continue read it. And all the requests came from the local host. So that sucks a little bit. But thanks God, there is an X forward for header with a public IP. I take that public IP and I scan it, and they have a lot of different ports open. One of them was the 80, and that was another customer portal, but a little bit old. So I say, okay, maybe we can create our user and do some other stuff. So I create my account, but that didn't have any permission. When I try to do some stuff that say, okay, you are not administrator, contact to the system people, and they're going to fix it. So that sucks. I need to get more lucky over there. That's why I put all the Britney Spears songs over there, because in my mind it would be nice, but after when I continue ready to talk, it didn't make any sense because there wasn't a lot of different Britney songs talking about cybersecurity. So I just did the same scan with cookies, and they have a lot of different PHP files exposed. There was interesting one who have all the contact, all the connect user and the IP and where they're from and that stuff. And that was me, the test over there. I digging up in more other files, and they have the text editor over there. It's just a random test block. But when you save it, you get an ID. That ID was a numeric ID, sequential ID. So that didn't have any validation, so basically it was another ID or two. And in those files, you can find different password, usernames, for example, for the WordPress site. You can get with the admin access over there, the FTP server for the website too, some SSH credentials with the root permissions. And at the beginning, we saw that old portal, and they have the port for MySQL open too. And with that toolset, we have write and read access. We can see all the employees' data, all the customer data, where they bought, what they bought, which car they bought, the stuff. Oh, and also for the employees, I have some gossip for you. For the employees, they have some part where they say, no, this person didn't come to work because has some familiar issue. And say, why are you saying this shit in the database? But I don't know. And also, you can change the prices. I mean, you can change all the fucking prices in different supermarkets and go there for free too. I didn't do that stuff. I just for let you know. About the ticket company. As I told you, I'm from Córdoba, and there is two typical stuff from Córdoba, the Fernet and the Cuarteto. So I was in my ergonomic chair again, and my cousin texted me, hey, we are going to go to, that one is the Fernet, just for information. Fernet and Coca-Cola? Perfect. My cousin texted me, hey, we are going to go to a techno party, to a rave. And I don't like that kind of stuff. I prefer more Cuarteto, that type of music. So this one is a real famous Argentinian song from Cuarteto. It's one of the owner of that shit. I'm more like into that stuff. But she told me, no, but the party going to be here in the lake. So I say, okay, yeah, I want to go there. So I bought my ticket. But when I enter into the web page and see my user, guess what? It was there. Another idle over there. For all the users. So basically, you can get access to all the different users and the data and the stuff. But the last year I showed you, basically, the idle, that was idle, but you can change the email account. So I tried that stuff with my account, and that changed successfully over there. So I say, okay, I want to be admin right now. We cannot change the permission into the account. We can change the email and all the stuff, but not the permission. So we can change the email of the admin account. It was the number one, obviously, because who is the admin? The number one. So I changed it, and I reset the password. I say, hey, I forgot my password. The owner never get any email or something about it. I changed the password and get access to all the console for that person. You can manage all the SAL, get all the user data. You can transfer some tickets generated for free. You can see how much money they gaining that shit. And I want to be a techno producer right now. So I continued digging up a little bit, and it wasn't just techno. if they were using a system who was owned by another company from Córdoba, and they say, no, we have more than 1 million ticket users per year, we are more in 80 cities, we have a lot of events and stuff, so it was a big shit. I'm going to tell you what was the response in the company in some minutes. This one is a small one too, and get what is it? Yeah, another idol over there. So I bought my ticket. You can get all the tickets over there because it's a numeric IP. You can access to all the booking. But can you book a free ride over there? Let's see. When you make the booking, you ask for a token to the payment platform. I think the screen is a little bit shit, right? Okay, you can book a... I think I don't have anything more to the left, so to the right. So that gives you a token, and now you are the booking XYZ, XYS, zeta, XYZ. So with that booking, you send the password, the post data to the payment platform, and that give you, okay, it was good or bad. But the problem there, they don't have any validation. Let's say there was no tampering protection over there. So basically, when you send the post, the XYZ, and the transaction amount is 5,000, 50,000. But if we change that stuff, for example, to 5, it's approved. I mean, they never validate that that was the real amount of money that you needed. So basically, you can get access. That one is my card. In pesos, is 5 is 1. It used to be before some economic shit in Argentina, you know? So this one is the last one. And then we have some shit, but I think we are okay with the time. So this one is a company that in my insurance company we use for the gift card, for the benefits, for the employees and the people. The problem was that they have a lot of exposed files, a lot of log with the credential. We reported and they fixed it. But they have a lot of some JS with some the records data and comment string. For example, this one say, this one is not working. I know, I'm feeling you, but I don't know what you're saying. I don't know why you still have that shit over there. So I found this one, the WS Consume, .pp, who do some different stuff. I reported. And they say, no, this one is old stuff. We never use this one anymore, so don't pay attention to that one. It doesn't matter. What it does, for the login, the front is call to that page to check if the client is on, if that client exists. That's bad at the beginning because you can use a user enumeration over there because that just asks your ID number and that's it. But okay, the pre-login say to you, okay, it was good. We know that you're a client of us. So now you can do the login with the user and password encrypted. So now we call to another one called encrypt3ds to encrypt the password. You send the password in plain text that gives you encrypted. And then with that password, you send it another time again to the WS Consume, but encrypted. So, and that gives you the token and all the data, or your last sales and that stuff. So when I ask for the client pre-login, it gives me a lot of data that say, okay, the user exists, this one is the number, this one is the ID, this is where they live, this is the phone number, and that's it. That's bad. But check that small part over there, that encrypted stuff over there. That basically was the password. I mean, in the pre-login, they give you the password. You never have to check it or know what it was in plain text. I mean, it just give it to you. So when you send the password encrypted in that stuff, that gives you 200, okay. So basically, you're skipping the middle part with encrypted password. You never have to know what it was. But another goes for you. When I report this stuff, and they say, no, this one is really old, don't pay attention. We were in a meeting with the CTO of this company, and that guy says that stuff. So I say, no, but I have a POC for you if you want it, just to double check it. So I grab his ID number, I logged it into his account. And when I was sharing my screen, I realized that there was a lot of different sales from that account. It was different gift card from $200, $300, $500. The guy was taking almost 1,000 or more per month just in gift card. And I don't know why, magically, at the next week, it was fixed. So there was no more files over there. But who I am to judge the people, so. About the essentials, it's going to be super easy and super fast, maybe. I think we are okay with time, but just in case. I wrote all the stuff over there too, and also I'm gonna post a slide tomorrow or after this one, so you can take a picture and that's it. But for IP, it's the normal stuff too, and the Nmap for the domain DNS and UM, Subfinder, Go Buster, for the tech to know which technology are using that website. This stuff is more focused on web applications and stuff, if you didn't realize that. For Nuclei or Nix or Wapalizer is a plugin too. Kaido, Subboard. The Kaido people have a workshop right now, I think. And if they have some licenses for free over there, we are here. About the URLs, Gower Waymore, it takes stuff from the archive. The directory dir2, Go Buster, Faf, Gitdumper, APK tool. There's a bunch of different tools, depends what you want to do and which tools you want to use. In this case, most of them, I think all of them, but not website, are free and open source too. So, which one are the common mistakes in this kind of stuff? The first is that this one is a testing environment, changing some data and the stuff. It is not. I mean, this one is a real production website from the companies and that. So, don't play a lot with that stuff. Don't play at all. No, not too much. Don't clean up the stuff. Maybe we do some pen testing and that, and we forgot some reverse shell over there and some PHP, so clean it before the stuff. And also, in my case, for example, I gave my IP. Hey, I found this. This one is my IP. If you have any questions or something like that, just can read your log if you have some of them, and that's it. The outages too. I mean, those are production websites, but maybe the configuration of the infra is not the best. And the legal mistakes, because we are doing this stuff ethically, and we want to report this one, but if they catch you in the middle, you can say, no, but I'm a good person, blah, 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 but yeah, it's your word between instead of the other one, so I don't know. About the disclosure, you have a lot of different types, full, private, responsible, coordinated, or, well, that's why they have the asterisk over there, coordinated and bug bounty. Full disclosure is basically, okay, I found this, you go public, and you post all the data over there, and that's it. Private, when you send the stuff directly with the company. And then responsible is when you say, okay, hey, I found this, I'm going to give you this time to fix it. If not, they go public. And then coordinated is like similar. Yeah, it's like similar, but there is a third party involved in that stuff. I mean, there's like different companies or by the government. For example, in this case, you have CCC from Belgium, and they have a really nice program. The last year I went to Brucon, and there was one talk about it. The only problem with this, I think, is that you just need to be a citizen from Belgium for report it. And then you have the Dutch stuff, the Dutch government. I think that you already saw the shirts in all LinkedIn or Twitter. I hacked the Dutch government, and they just give me this shit. Now in Chile, there is a new law, fortunately, where you can report some different disclosure to the government, and they're going to fix it. It doesn't. I don't know if this one needs to be just direct to the government, or could be another private company. But that's a really, really, really big step in Latin America because we don't have that kind of stuff. Our president is more involved in crypto scam and that type of shit. So there is another third party for run by different companies, like SSL Disclosure, Zero Day Initiative, and that stuff. You can Google it. Some of our friends do that stuff too. But take care to which company are you reporting, because maybe they are just a broker for 0 days. I'm not saying that that's bad, because some friends do that shit too. But this is not the purpose of the talk. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day, so I'm not your dad, I think. About the importance of this shit is keep the data face. I mean, most of the cases it's not going to be your data, but just keep it safe. The last year at the Latin talk, I showed you about the ESP from Argentina. And it was my ESP. My mother used the stuff, my grandmother, so I want to keep that stuff safe. The role of the community, I mean, you can find some different reporting and create new 0 days and learn a lot from that stuff. And improve the communication between the hackers and the community so they can stop to watch us as a weird stuff and make it more nice. How to report it? My way, as I say, I keep it simple. In most cases, because the person who gets the email is not the technical or the CTO or something, it's just a marketing person. For example, the last year at the Insert Coin, I sent a lot of emails to the tech people, but the only person who answered to me was the marketing guy. So Keep it simple. Your name, your GitLab or LinkedIn, what are your intentions? Hey, I'm doing this stuff just for report to you. I don't want to get your money or extortion or something like that to you. A little description about you have problem in this and that, and let me know if you need some help, and that's it. What about some friends? I asked to some friends to make this shit. I have a lot of different stuff, but I just put two or three because I don't have more time. I asked to El Mago. He's running the bug bounty community in Ecopari in Argentina. That's in Spanish, so I hope you can understand it, so I don't want to translate it. No, that's he's running the bug bounty village, so he say, okay, I don't do so much ethical or responsibility disclosure and that stuff. I do more bug bounty. And also I work as a pen tester too, so that's it. But the fun fact about this one, when I asked this up to the Mago, he came back to NorthSec website and started digging up around. And he said, hey, I found this. And the NorthSec company have the Git spokes too. So I sent this stuff to Hugo, and they already fixed it immediately. But yeah, in some cases, we forgot some Git page over there. I asked to Mauro Eldrichus, he's from Argentina. He's security maintainer for BSD. And he told me, yeah, I do some private disclosure to the company. They fix it, and that's it. In some cases, you don't have any response from them, so you need to go public, in this case with Red Hat and Portainer, or get some CVE. So it's not like always do the same stuff and that. You can be changes, and if there's a big vulnerability, maybe you should be public, or you could. And if you are reporting something, don't be so insist. At least pay a little bit of attention. For example, this screenshot from Debian, and they have the public repository, and some people were reporting, hey, you have an issue here. But no, just pay a little bit of attention. Don't automate all the things. Try to do some stuff by your own. About the impact, as I told you, you have from feeds, when you get the feedback from the companies, if you get some feedback from the company, you can get some swag and stuff, for example, or money in the case of bug bounty programs. And in some cases, for example, the one who I show you about the ticket company, they asked me for a full pen test and give them some trainings and that stuff, so we are talking to organize that type of stuff. But in the most of the case, I'm not saying all, you don't get any shit from them. From the ESP from yesterday, they never answered to me, but they fix it. So at least they fix it, but they never answered. And which one? No, I think all of them are like similar. About the personal side, I wrote a lot of shit over there, but when I read it, it seems like all the people who are trying to selling you trading courses or something like that, okay, personal growth, you are getting better and that shit. So I think the personal side is like that one, what we say at the beginning. I mean, you can learn a lot from that type of stuff. When you saw a new vulnerability disclosure, you can create your own tool to exploit it. You can get paid, for example. No, in this company where I'm working right now, I didn't do any test or something like that. I say, hey, we saw your talks, your disclosure and that, so maybe you can start tomorrow, and that's it. So there's a lot of stuff. And also I think this type of event are helping a lot to the community to make it more easy and safe. And we are finishing. First of all, when I wrote the talk, I never thought about it. But today is the release of the 25th anniversary of Oops, I Did It Again. So it was a magical coincidence. Another conclusion, but less important than this one. Go hack some shit, some stuff. Go there just for your fun, for some bug bounty program. Just learn to do it. Play the CTF tomorrow, today. Be patient, because you don't get so frustrated of something when you report something and they never give you any shit of attention. I think this one is the most important. The tech is good, but go touch some grass sometimes. I mean, it is nice, but we're person. I mean, we need to communicate. We need to go to this type of event to talk and get beers and all the stuff. And if you find something, if someone reports something to you, pay a little bit of attention. Don't be an asshole and ignore those messages. And it's over. Thank you so much, Viva.